Welcome to my channel Queen News Daily. Dear viewers, watch my full video, you will benefit a lot and your knowledge will increase. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Today's story begins with a mystery that has puzzled collectors for decades, a mystery hiding in plain sight inside ordinary pocket change, a mystery tied to one specific coin that many Americans have spent without ever realizing its true worth. The ultra-rare and potentially extremely valuable United States quarter dollar from the year 1980. This is not just a coin. It is a treasure disguised as everyday currency, and today on Coins News Daily we will uncover the truth behind its value, its hidden varieties, its secret errors, and the incredible auction prices that have turned a simple Washington quarter into a collector's dream. Let us begin with the origins of the 1980 Washington quarter, a coin struck during a time when millions were in circulation, but only a very small number carried unusual features that would one day make them highly sought after by collectors across the United States. The standard 1980 quarter was produced at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, made from a copper-nickel clad composition, weighing 5.67 grams, with a diameter of 24.26 millimeters, and a reeded edge that helped protect against counterfeiting and excessive wear. While most of these quarters hold only face value, a select few contain rare varieties and striking errors that dramatically increase their worth. And understanding how to identify these differences is the key to discovering one of the rarest finds in modern pocket change. Collectors first look for sharp details in George Washington's portrait and in the reverse design featuring the majestic eagle, because strong strikes indicate early die use and higher desirability, especially when preserved in mint state condition. However, the real value comes from special anomalies, such as double die obverse varieties, off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, filled mint marks, and the extremely dramatic strike-through errors that leave unusual impressions across the coin's surface. One of the most exciting discoveries is the double die obverse, where the lettering in the words Liberty, Indiana, God We Trust, or the date 1980 shows signs of doubling, a visual distortion created during hubbing that creates separation lines collectors eagerly search for. Another powerful value booster is the off-center strike, where the design is misaligned by 5%, 10%, or even more, and the more dramatic the shift, the higher the value climbs, especially when both the date and the central design remain visible. A clipped planchet, which looks like a bite taken out of the coin's rim, is another valuable error, and authenticated examples can fetch impressive prices due to their unique and unmistakable appearance. The 1980 quarter becomes even more desirable when preserved in high grade, because grading is the foundation of modern coin value, and a quarter certified by a respected service like PCGS or NGC can sell for dramatically more than a raw coin found in circulation. Collectors should always examine the coin under bright natural light, look closely at the lettering, compare the rim thickness, check for unusual metal flow lines, and note any strikes that appear misaligned, because these details are what determine the true rarity and market demand. When it comes to selling, United States collectors regularly use trusted marketplaces such as Heritage Auctions, Great Collections, Stack's Bowers, and online platforms like eBay, where certified rare varieties can generate serious competition among bidders. Now let us talk about real verified auction prices, and the numbers may surprise you, because high-grade mint state examples of the 1980 quarter have sold for more than $1,000, and extreme high-grade specimens have reached over $4,000 at major auctions. Rare error coins in outstanding condition have sold for prices between $100 and $1,000 depending on rarity, severity of the error, and overall eye appeal, and dramatic double die examples can reach well over $2,000 when authenticated. Experts believe that the highest possible extreme value for a perfectly preserved, ultra-rare, error variety 1980 quarter could reach between $5,000 and $8,000 if discovered in pristine condition and sold through a major United States auction house. This means that a simple quarter, something millions of Americans have handled without thinking, could still hide incredible value waiting inside pocket change, coin jars, and old collections stored away for decades. So what should viewers look for when examining a 1980 quarter? Look for doubling in the lettering, misaligned strikes, clipped edges, unusually thick rims, strike-through impressions, and overall sharpness of detail, because any of these traits can turn an ordinary coin into a treasure. Always protect potential finds in soft holders, never clean a coin, and always consider professional grading if the coin appears special, because grading confirms authenticity and helps you achieve the highest possible sale price on the open market, if you believe you have discovered one of these rare varieties. You can list it on eBay, submit it to heritage auctions, contact Great Collections, or approach Stax Bowers for expert evaluation, because these platforms are known for selling rare United States coins for top dollar. Thank you for joining me on this exciting journey into the mystery of the 1980 quarter, a coin that proves hidden treasures still exist in everyday circulation, and that knowledge, patience, and careful searching can lead to extraordinary rewards. Today we will uncover the real truth behind the ultra-rare and most valuable 1990p quarter dollar, and I will guide you step by step through the details you must know, the signs you must look for, the errors that create value, and the marketplace realities that determine whether your coin is worth 25 cents or thousands of dollars. Let us begin with history, because understanding where this coin comes from helps us understand its hidden value. The 1990 quarter was issued as part of the long-running Washington Quarter series. It carries the classic John Flanagan design on the obverse, and the proud heraldic eagle on the reverse, but despite being a modern coin, not every 1990p quarter was struck perfectly, and a small group of surviving error coins is what fuels the excitement among collectors today. The standard 1990p quarter contains a copper-nickel-clad composition layered over a pure copper core. It has a diameter of 24.26 mm and a weight of 5.67 grams, and these numbers matter because even tiny deviations can reveal a mint error that boosts the value dramatically. One of the biggest reasons certain 1990p quarters become extremely valuable is the presence of dramatic mint errors, and these errors occur when something goes wrong during the striking process. For example, there are off-center strikes where the design is shifted noticeably. There are double-struck pieces where the coin receives more than one blow, and there are wrong planchet errors where the quarter is accidentally struck on a planchet meant for another denomination, and any of these can transform a common quarter into a rare prize that collectors are eager to pay for. Another category to watch for is the missing clad layer error, where part of the outer nickel layer is missing and the underlying copper is exposed, creating a dramatic two-tone appearance that is immediately eye-catching and extremely desirable to collectors who specialize in mint mistakes. Collectors also search for weak strikes and die cracks on the 1990p quarter, and while these features may not reach the highest levels of rarity, sharp examples can still earn real premiums when the coin is authenticated and graded by a respected service such as PCGS or NGC. Because grading is absolutely essential when it comes to maximizing the value of modern era coins. Now let us talk about why this coin has gained so much attention in the marketplace. Demand for error quarters has increased sharply over the last decade, and the 1990p is at the center of this movement because it comes from a period where the mint was producing extremely high volumes, which often leads to mistakes slipping through the quality control process and ending up in public circulation. Collectors know that the Philadelphia Mint produced hundreds of millions of 1990 quarters, but they also know that the number of major errors is tiny compared to the total, and that scarcity drives intense competition whenever a certified high-grade example appears at auction. So how much money are we talking about? What are the real verified numbers? And what can the rarest 1990p quarters bring in today's market? Let us begin with auction history. And remember, these are real documented results that show the power of rarity and condition. A superb gem mint state error from this date has sold for more than $1,500 in live auction, another off-center strike sold for more than $1,000, and a dramatic wrong planchet example has reached more than $4,000, and these are real verified marketplace results that demonstrate what a lucky discovery can achieve. The estimate for extreme high-end examples, meaning a major error in top certified grade, can reach upward of $6,000 or even $7,000 if the coin is dramatic, eye-appealing, and supported by strong collector demand. Meanwhile, typical error examples such as minor off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or minor double strikes often bring anywhere from $50 to $200, and this shows that even small mistakes can produce real value if the coin is properly authenticated and sold to the right buyer. So what should you look for when searching your change? First, look for missing clad layers. These are easy to spot because the coin will have a copper colored patch or an entire side will appear copper instead of silver. Next, look for off-center strikes where part of the design is missing, then inspect for double-struck features, unusual thickness, wrong color, or any shape that seems irregular, and make sure to weigh your coin because wrong planchet errors will not have the correct weight, and that is a major clue that collectors immediately notice. If you believe you have a valuable coin, it is important to handle it carefully. Do not clean it, do not polish it, and do not use chemicals. Cleaning destroys value, and grading companies can reject coins that show cleaning damage. When you are ready to sell, use real United States marketplaces where collectors search daily for rare coins. These include heritage auctions, great collections, Stack's Bowers galleries, and online platforms such as eBay where certified coins bring strong premiums every single day. And you will always achieve the best prices when your coin is professionally graded and encapsulated by PCGS or NGC. Before we close, remember this: the 1990p quarter dollar may look ordinary, but hiding among the millions are a few extraordinary treasures, and a careful eye, a good scale, and patient searching can turn an everyday coin into a surprising reward. Today we open the vault on a coin that many collectors overlook until the moment they discover its true identity: the United States of America quarter dollar from the year 1997 with the P Mint mark, a coin that hides rare errors, dramatic varieties, and shocking auction results that most people never expect to see in a coin from the late 1990s. This episode begins with a mystery, because thousands of these coins were made, yet only a tiny number show the signs of the rarest varieties that can turn a simple 25-cent piece into a high-value collectible that every serious expert wants in their collection. So today you will learn exactly what makes the 1997 P Washington quarter dollar so valuable, what special errors to search for, how to properly identify rare traits, and how collectors across America have sold these discoveries in real auctions for money in the thousands and sometimes the tens of thousands. Let us begin the journey. History and basic specifications. The 1997 P quarter dollar was struck at the Philadelphia Mint during the final years before the state quarter program changed American coinage forever, which makes this coin part of the classic Washington quarter series that began in 1932. This coin carries a weight of 5.67 grams, a diameter of 24.26 millimeters, and is made from a copper-nickel-clad composition that defines most modern United States quarters, and these precise measurements matter because collectors verify authenticity by matching these numbers carefully. The obverse features the familiar profile of George Washington, and the reverse carries the heraldic eagle design which ended shortly after this year, so the 1997 P quarter stands as one of the final regular issues of a long-running American coinage tradition. Why this coin can be valuable. Most 1997 P quarters are common, but a select group displays mint errors, striking problems, and rare die varieties that push their values far beyond face value, and these special pieces are the reason coin collectors stay alert whenever they sort through change. Rarity increases value, but so does demand, and demand rises whenever collectors discover that a certain year contains dramatic mistakes such as double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, broad strikes, die cracks, and missing clad layer errors that give this coin a powerful and surprising price potential. Identifying rare varieties and errors. If you want to identify rare 1997 $quarter varieties, you must begin by examining the obverse and reverse lettering under strong light or a magnifier with at least 10 times power, focusing especially on the word Liberty, the date, and the lettering on the eagle's wings. A true double die will show separation in the letters, not simply a shadow, and some examples of this year show bold doubling that can elevate a simple quarter into a desirable collectible worth real money. Next, search for off-center strikes, because even an off-center shift of 10% to 30% can reach values in the high hundreds, while extremely wide off-center coins with full dates have been known to reach into the low thousands. Also inspect the edge for clips, because a curved clipped planchet on a 1997 quarter can deliver value anywhere from $20 to several $100 depending on size, shape, and eye appeal. Finally, look for missing clad layer errors which show a copper-colored surface on one side of the coin, and these dramatic errors can reach values from $50 to more than $500 depending on quality, grading, and why it matters. If you locate a rare variety, the next step is professional grading, because high-grade coins are consistently proven to sell for more money due to trusted authentication provided by respected grading services like PCGS and NGC. Coins in mint state 65 or higher often rise dramatically in value, and a rare error in mint state condition can multiply its worth several times compared to the same error in circulated condition. Market demand and where to sell. Many collectors have sold their rare 1997 quarters through major auction houses such as Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers Galleries, and others have successfully sold them online through trusted platforms like eBay or Great Collections, where thousands of United States coin collectors search for rare pieces every single day. If you want to sell a valuable 1997 quarter, always begin by getting it graded. Then compare recent auction listings, and choose a marketplace that supports secure transactions and verified buyers. Top verified auction prices. A premium quality 1997 $quarter with a dramatic mint error has reached verified auction prices in the range of $2,000 to $3,000 United States dollars depending on type and grade. Some high-grade double die varieties and major off-center strikes have sold for amounts between $1,000 and $2,000 United States dollars, proving that this year can deliver serious value when the right error is discovered. Estimated extreme high price and error values. The estimated extreme high price for a perfect mint state rare error 1997 $quarter. Especially a bold double die or a dramatic off-center strike with a full date, could reach as high as $10,000 United States dollars in the right future auction environment. Less dramatic but still desirable errors, such as clipped planchets or partial missing clad layers, can carry estimated values between $50 and $500 United States dollars depending on condition and rarity. Closing and call to action. Thank you for joining Coins News Daily as we uncovered the hidden value and real truth about the rare and ultra-valuable 1997 Washington quarter dollar, a coin that continues to surprise collectors across America with unexpected treasure and real market power. If you enjoy learning about valuable United States coins, rare discoveries, and real opportunities hidden in everyday pocket change, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Because your support helps us bring more real knowledge, more discoveries, and more exciting coin mysteries to viewers across the country.